Health Radio Network.
Taking over-the-counter or prescription drugs unnecessarily is a drag, whereas feeling great like you used to is the way it ought to be. Learn how to feel, function, and perform to your full health potential. Tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sunday morning at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
This message is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Are you aware that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover damage to your home and property caused by flooding?
Purchasing flood insurance is the only way you can protect your home and contents from flood damage.
And floods can happen anywhere in Florida.
And just because your home hasn't flooded in the past doesn't mean it can't happen in the future.
Go to floridadisaster.org to find out more about flood insurance. That's floridadisaster.org.
If you have investments and are tired of watching your money disappear when the market goes down, then feel you're not making enough when it goes back up, do something and fix all that. Take an investment class at Online Trading Academy. They teach the smart way to trade stocks, options, futures, forex, even Bitcoin. You're taught in a classroom by pro traders who are certified, currently trade, and profitable. They show you what they do every day, how to pick the right investments, how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets, how to time the market, and how to limit the risk on all trades using a patented rules-based strategy taught only at Online Trading Academy. Call now for a pair of tickets to a free half-day class in Broward or Palm Beach to see if it's right for you. You'll also get a copy of the Wall Street Insiders Kit, packed with valuable trading ideas, free. Call now. Online Trading Academy, 954-668-2510, 954-668-2510, 954-668-2510.
This is Talk 1470.
Talk 1470.
WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
AMP2.TV presents Tell Us Your Business, where you're invited on the air to tell us what makes your business stand out in the community. It's important we hear from you to tell us all we need to know about what you do best. Tell Us Your Business uses the latest radio and television production systems, and all shows can be seen on AMP2.TV. If you have a question for our guest, call 888-565-1470. Now, let's get ready as our guest hits the airwaves and informs us about what we need to know on Tell Us Your Business.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Tom Hibbert, and I am your host of Tell Us Your Business. My name is Tom Hibbert, and today we're talking about the Ames Wi-Fi system. It's a smart Wi-Fi system. It's actually right here on my on the desk right here, and it's a very, very powerful system that is used for businesses to be able to connect and market back to their clients. As we go along, I want you guys to chime in. I want you guys to call us if you have any questions. That line number is 1-888-565-1470. If you have any questions as we go along, the phone number is 1-888-565-1470. Once again, like I said, we are talking today about the Ames wireless system, and this system is absolutely phenomenal. If you have a business that clients are waiting, or if they're sitting, or if they're involved in your location, you need to be able to connect with them on a regular basis. So what we have here is, with the Ames wireless system, it is a device that plugs right into your router. It provides free Wi-Fi to your customers. They don't need a password. They don't need any special codes or anything, and they're not getting into your personal system when they use this. So that there is even more important. But with the Ames wireless system, Wi-Fi system, we're giving you the ability to market back to them. In a little bit, we're going to be speaking with the owner of Ames Marketing Systems, Cled Oakley, and when we get him on the line, we're going to have him explain a little bit more. But in the meantime, we have, with the Ames Marketing System, you have a Wi-Fi system that you can give to your clients. Give your clients free Wi-Fi. When they log in, they're going to log in on using their Facebook, their Instagram, LinkedIn, any social media device, and you'll be able to actually capture that information so that you can market back to them later on in the day. Because really, at the end of the day, having a client come into your store is fantastic. But where you make your business make your money as a business owner is the returning business. And right now we have on the line the owner of Ames Marketing Systems. His name is Cled Oakley. How you doing today, Cled?
Well, I'm doing great, Tommy. Thank you. How are you today?
I am doing absolutely amazing. I'm going ahead and I'm giving a brief overview of what your system does. How about how can you explain? Can you explain it any better for us?
Well, the best way to explain it is it's probably the most fastest and efficient way of getting new customers and keeping them coming back again and again. Getting new customers is always the hardest part for businesses to do, and retention is always been an issue. But business owners don't usually seem to pay attention to that, even though there's a plethora of loyalty rewards programs out there.
Many establishments offer.
So I decided to make something simple for business owners to use, especially those who have high volume traffic like restaurants, clubs, bars, bowling alleys, car washes. So people could check in, promote the business, and then leave the owner with their contact information for future campaigns and say, thanks for coming in, bring your friends, here's a reward, that kind of thing, and have it all automated so it's plug and play.
Now, Cled, let me ask you a question, because obviously businesses are known for collecting email addresses and stuff like that. Let's say I owned a restaurant and I offered a discount to receive a free receive one of their email addresses. What's the difference between that and what you get out of the Wi-Fi system?
Well, the former takes a lot of manpower, and let's face it, when you're in the rush hour and doing lunch or dinner or after hours, places don't have time to be having people write down their information, let alone plugging it into a computer at some other date. I know we've all walked into some restaurants and in front of the checkout counter, and there's been a little wicker basket with a pen tied to it and a pad of paper saying, give us your name and email address. Well, that's as high-tech as a lot of restaurants get, and it's totally ineffective. That's more effective. So this just totally automates everything. If the waitress can remember the special of the day is a fish chowder with brie sauce and whatever, they can remember to say, log in our free Wi-Fi and get a chance to win. That's real simple. It's all automated. The people log in. It automatically promotes on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever social media they happen to be tied to. And it automatically captures their contact information. All said and done. And if you want to tie a campaign to it or a promotion, like a reward thing, one of our favorites is having a login to win contest. And the person who logs in the most times during the month gets a free dinner for four, which actually costs a restaurant owner $30 if it's $100, depending on the food cost of labor. And it gets an extra 3 people in there to try the restaurant at the same time. So it's quite effective having hundreds of people a day promote you on Facebook, where the average has 338 friends, but even 10 people a day logging in on your smart Wi-Fi system puts you in front of 3,300 prospective customers. This makes sense to me.
No, that's a very strong point. I mean, one of the things that you mentioned is leveraging the social media aspect of this, having people speak about, having people be able to talk, say, "Hey, I'm at your gym. Hey, I'm at your restaurant. I'm pumping a sweat, or I'm having a delicious meal, or happy hour." You know, just letting people know where you are, and it keeps putting your company, your name, right in front of their faces every single time somebody's going out, which is I think that's a very powerful. I think that's one of the biggest selling points of the Ames marketing device.
Sure, you've got it right on the head. There's repeated exposure to target market. The more people see you, it's like bus stops and park benches and the sides of buses. I don't know that I need an attorney, but when I do, 10 months later, I remember the big fat side of the bus that says, do we cheat him and how?
That's funny. We have now with the Wi-Fi system. You mentioned that you can tie in winning programs, and you can tie in other systems. You can tie in like you said, a contest or other items for reasons for people to log in. How effective have you found that to be for the business owner?
Well, it's very effective if the business owner actually promotes it. Most effectively is having your staff say, log into our free Wi-Fi. A banner saying, log in to win, free Wi-Fi, very effective. It lets people know. Little table tents, very good. A lot of people are going to look for it anyway, but if you can involve your staff, I mean, that's what they get paid for. If you can involve your staff and say, log in, it beats waving a sign on the side of the road.
Perfect.
The rest is just automatic.
Now, obviously we focused heavily on the benefits for a restaurant, but what other businesses are fantastic for this? Are great candidates to have the Wi-Fi device?
Oh, car washes, clubs, bars, any place where people hang around for more than 10 minutes waiting for a seat or service or just enjoying themselves. Car washes, we've got a lot of hits with some car wash clients of ours. People are sitting around with nothing to do for an hour waiting for the car to get washed in detail. Convention centers on the professional end, very popular. We've got meetings, conventions, things of that nature. Wherever people are having meetings, seminars, very good there because people log in, and now you've got a whole bunch of like-minded people because they're all there for the same reason, to hear somebody speak about their favorite topic. Now you've collected a list automatically of most of the attendees, so now you can market your product to them.
It's very powerful. And another thing that I've noticed that when we spoke about this device before is when you have once a month you believe in community gains, and what I mean by that is everybody in the community is able to share their lists once a month. You mix them all together. So, like for example, you have something on Benny's on. You have 2 devices at Benny's on the beach. You have a device in Avanti's all the way in Lake Worth. You have one at a billiard shop. The people that are logging into those places will be able to be shared between the business owners so that you'll be able to market new clients as well. How have you found the response to that for those business owners?
It has been huge, and that's been the major selling point for a couple of businesses that get very low foot traffic, like the Inviting Center for Arts in Lake Worth. Not a high-volume place, not a lot of foot traffic there. They bought into it just because of their community system, where once a month we share the list of all of our network clients.
Well, I imagine
that we're all benefiting.
I imagine every time you're able to log in and you're able to work with those, other devices, other people, other spots. You're being able to market to people that never even knew your business existed. Is very powerful to bring to the table to not just a business but all your business community, and they should be and in my opinion that's something that I would want to make sure that there was more of. If I was a business owner that had this device, I would go ahead and I'd want you down the street, I want you across the street, I want you behind me, because everybody's benefiting when using this system.
That's right. Something we're working on, Tom, is called a connected or linked downtown area. A lot of, especially during the summertime here in South Florida, businesses are dying and closing up on Mondays because nobody's here. The snowbirds are flowing back up north and we're left with the locals, and they've got limited dollars. So when we use an info zone to get people into the downtown area, and then all of the businesses along the strip have one of our smart Wi-Fi hotspots, then they can promote each other's business and draw attention and a lot more people to the downtown area as a whole, rather than just come buy my pizza or come buy my beer.
And you're working on that in Lake Worth right now, right?
That's correct.
Once again, that's a very powerful powerful thing to have for not just one business owner, not just me as the guy running the dry cleaners, but that's powerful for everybody on the block. And they always say it's fill in the water, raise all ships. So
absolutely, rising tide floats all ships.
There you go. I couldn't think of the right phrase, but what I want to do is I want to bring up the login information, and I'm going to start walking everybody through what it is to log in to the device. So if you're watching it on our screens, we're going to pull up those login photos in a second. And what it is, it's very simple. You go ahead and it pops up, and in this case, it's going to say Avanti's free Wi-Fi. And with Avanti's free Wi-Fi, it pops up, and you just click on it. Then opens up a screen that says that the top part, it displays the business. In this case, it's Avanti's. And then it will say, log in with your Facebook, log in with your Instagram, log in with your LinkedIn or your Google+. And at the bottom, there's also one that has you log in without logging in. Just for some reason, if for somehow you are not living on, if you've been living under a rock for the last 20 years and don't have a social media account, there's a spot for you just to log in with your name and your email and phone number and be able to pop in there. So no matter which way you go about it, there's always something to collect that's going to be important for everybody else. Now, the next step is even more powerful. When they do log in with Facebook, when they do log in with Twitter, it's going to go ahead and ask you to type in a phrase, let everybody know what you're doing at this location. So if you're at the bar or if you're at the gym, you're gonna say, 2-for-1 drinks tonight over at Avanti's. Come join me. Or just pumping a sweat, getting a sweat at the gym. Getting the car wash today at the car wash. And that will automatically go to your social media devices.
Many establishments offer free Wi-Fi.
Automatically pop up on those social media spots, which is, once again, it's very strong to have as a device, as a tool for your business. Now, when it comes to these devices, it's a very simple plug and play method. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and explain why we want to use these devices. Is when you are providing Wi-Fi that is either with a password or without a password, there's two things that happens. One, it's annoying to be able to tell everybody what is your password, because then you have to keep giving that out regularly. Guests get frustrated if somebody's new, they don't know it, and then they have to track it down. It becomes a hassle, and that is something that if you can make things easy for customers, that is a very, very powerful tool. With the Wi-Fi hotspot, it's Wi-Fi, you click it, boom. All you have to do then is log in with your Facebook, and it's a little simple click, 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 and you're in. Cled, are you still with me?
Yes, I am, Tom.
So, what would you say? I mean, what do you think? You being working with these business owners on a regular basis, what do you find business owners saying about the login process, and what do you think about the process that the clients are experiencing when they're going through this? What are you finding?
Everybody loves it. The business owners say, "That's it? I don't have to give out a password or worry about changing it." No, it's all done. And the customers love it because, again, they don't have to remember anything. What is this? What is that? It's a very simplified process. The installation is plug and play. It's all pre-programmed. And we can set the time usage. We had some concerns about people doing Wi-Fi parking, which is they come there and they plug in their laptop and phone and they just sit there for hours and nurse a cup of coffee. Well, we can set the time limit to 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Most restaurants like a quick turnover in 20 minutes to maximize, flow. So we can time it so that their Wi-Fi is disconnected after 20 minutes. Time to move along.
And would I be able to log back in right after that, or?
Yes, you can. But if somebody abuses it, like this one guy who logs in, I won't say his name, that starts with a J. But he logs in like hundreds of times a day on various places at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually block these various IP addresses because business owner has access to the whole thing through the back office. They can access reports as to who's using it, who's there right now. They can send them messages while they're sitting there, or they can block abusers.
Perfect. Now, another question that I have is one of the biggest things that business owners need is automation. They need to be able to get something that's set up to just be able to message these people on a regular basis. Now, if I'm a business owner, if I'm trying to get all the data, all the email addresses and doing that becomes tedious to especially do that out. Let's say I wanted to make sure everybody that joins my restaurant gets an email every 2 days. That's a lot of work for me. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have with this system, you set up automation. Is that correct?
That's correct. There's an option where we can have it automatically send an email saying, thanks for coming. How was your trip? How was your visit? This little survey and appreciation. Here's some incentive for coming back again. That could go out anytime from 20 minutes after they leave to a day or two, so they can't use the coupon immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like we're doing with Cervantes over at Winston Trails in Lake Worth, we can set up a regular campaign so that every month, every week, whatever, the clientele, your customers who logged in are getting updates as to what's happening and being advised of specials and who's playing in the lounge. So it's very convenient for everyone.
So you can pretty much set up a weekly newsletter of what's happening at your location every single week and be able to add new emails from everybody that you're gathering every single day.
Precisely. I know there's other services out there like Linked or something that do emails for businesses and charge $150, $200 a month or a week. I forget what it is. Anyway, this is all included in the price.
That's awesome. And then you'll be able to keep going on with that. And then another part, how important is it to send out that email that day after, 2 days after? What is the importance of making sure that goes out?
Well, staying top of mind is always of utmost importance in any marketing arrangement. Anybody who's in sales, who has a business, who needs to get the customer's attention to keep them coming back again and again, has to stay top of mind. I mean, if I go to a restaurant, I might not be back for 2 or 3 months. It's not because I had a bad experience or the food was bad or the waitress was surly. I loved it, but there's so many other places competing for my dollar, I just forgot about them.
Well,
so having something come up once a month, it's like, or a week, it's like, oh yeah, they remembered me. It's my birthday. Thanks. Wow.
Well, listen, that's huge. Before I go to my next set of questions, though, why don't you go ahead and tell people how they can get a hold of you to get this Wi-Fi system?
The easiest way, take out your pen, is to text my name, that's CLED, Charlie Lima Echo Delta, to 80800. It's a short code, not a phone number. Text my name, CLED, to 80800, and that will get you my virtual business card, or V card. And there you can see my picture and forms and little videos and everything you want to see about how I can help you and your business get more customers and keep them coming back again and again.
Okay,
if you want to use it yourself, scroll down to the bottom and hit that link.
Okay, so once again, it's if you take out your phones and text CLED to 80800, you're going to get Cled's virtual business card. On that virtual business card is going to be a variety of all of his information, and you'll actually be able to see videos of everything that he has to offer. If you're watching this on Facebook right now, we have the screens that you actually are going through to go through the process of what is happening. As right now it's clicking through, you are gaining access to the user is gaining access to be able to post, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm there, hey, I'm at the restaurant, or I'm going to play pool. That is giving everything that the client needs, but also the business owner needs. Now, Cled, is there anything that I've left out? Because I think we've gone over just about everything, but I might have missed something. Is there anything that I missed about this device?
Yes, the monetization aspect of it. And you just put up there, as part of the login process, a restaurateur or a business owner can have this thing pay for itself by hosting ads, because basically a Wi-Fi hotspot is virtual real estate. You can put signs on there and have businesses pay to be seen by your clientele. For example, what you just saw there is a little 15, 30-second video. You only have to see it for 5 seconds. It's called a pre-roll, which comes when people are actually starting to log in to the Wi-Fi at Avanti's in several other locations. That's the video for my client, Southern Sky Painting Contractors, right here in Lake Worth.
Oh, wow.
So that's easily worth $200 to a high-volume place, and our restaurants and clients share in that revenue.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand this correctly. When I log in, I go to Avanti's, and I go ahead and I sit down, and I go on the Wi-Fi. When I go on the Wi-Fi, it pops up a little video. Is that correct?
Well, the first thing that pops up is, as it comes up to the splash screen, before you can access the splash screen, there's a little short video for Southern Sky Painting Contractors. You can choose to watch or you can close it, but you're seeing it right there before you log on. So if you do that 30 times a day, when you think about painting or redecorating your house, you're going to think Southern Sky.
Of course.
Again, once that goes off, you close it, you can log in through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or I don't want my wife to know I'm here, and carry on and access the internet.
Okay, and then the biggest thing is that this program that you have set up will help the business owners pay for itself, which itself is huge, and it reduces the costs on the business owner, which is a big deal. We only got a few minutes here, Cled. Let's go ahead and give out your short code again. Let everybody know how they can get a hold of you and any last comments you might have.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Again, this is Cled Oakley with Ames Marketing System. My short code is 80800. Text my name, CLED, to 80800, and you get my virtual business card where you can see all the different ways I can help you grow your business and keep them coming back again and again.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cled. Once again, we are sitting here talking about the Ames Marketing System. This is the device right here. We are here to hear you. Once again, thank you guys very much for joining us on Tell Us Your Biz. My name is Tom Hibbert, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you for listening to Talk Legal with Jeff Van Treese. This has been Tell Us Your Business, where a special guest comes on every week and tells us what they do. All shows can be seen on amp2.tv, and if you wish to be a guest, call 866-224-5422 and tell us about your business. That's 866-224-5422. This has been an amp2.tv production.